Hello, my heavenly people. I just wanted to come on here and have a quick little story time with you all. This is my personal story and how I overcame fear in a situation that I did not think that I would be able to. So many moons ago, in my teenage years, I was in a situation with a person and I didn't know whether or not I wanted to end that situation. I was battling my head and my heart, which you all know, those two together sometimes are like a tug of war. Logically, you know what to do, but your emotional side wants you to do the opposite. And I was fearful of thinking if I left that situation, somebody else would pick up on that situation and do better than what I could have done. And that was a fear. I was fearful of leaving it. But I stayed in that situation and gave up some years, and I can't get those years back. I don't regret it at all. I do not regret it at all. It finally came to a point in time where I had to stop battling with my head and my heart. They finally got aligned, and I had to overcome that fear of actually making a decision that was okay for my whole entire self, my whole being, to move on. So I did that. It was years ago when I finally came to that realization that I should have made it probably years ago, but I made it past that time. But again, we live and we learn. We don't eat the elephant in one setting, as they say. We take it piece by piece and we are able to see what we have overcome in that time. So going back to the fear factor of that is I was living in my fear by willing to sacrifice my happiness for somebody else. And that really stumped my purpose and my vision for myself at that time. Now, looking back at that, I would tell my teenage self right now, you can do better. Listen to your head, don't listen to your heart. But again, what is living without having wisdom? So you got to have some wisdom. And you got to have some events that create that wisdom. So I say all that to say that if anybody has had a moment in their life where they are running away from fear and letting that fear override and overrule their life, there's going to come a point in time in your life, I can't say when, but it will come a point in time where you're going to have to face fear head on and face a decision. You're going to have to make a decision. And sometimes it might be at the expense of leaving something or leaving someone to better yourself. And once you release yourself from that situation and you have given all that weight back onto that person, whether it was emotionally, spiritually, whatever weight they gave you on top of the weight that you were carrying, it's going to almost feel like you lost a whole person, which you technically have. It's not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. It is possible with using that fear to motivate a great decision to help you in your future. So some people take fear, use it as a motivator. That was me. Some people at the time and at the moment take fear and run away from it. And they just don't want to handle it right now. They just, are fearful somebody else may get that great thing that they think is great. But if that great thing is really great, would you have to bend your beliefs and your visions and your goal for them because they don't like it or it doesn't fit them or you can put it on hold? Time is not always promised. So it's something to think about. Don't let fear hold you back. Use it as a motivator. There's things that I thought I would never be able to do because I'm like, oh, everybody else is doing that. I don't know if I can do that. Like starting my YouTube channel. I was very cautious about doing it because I'm like, everybody else is doing this. People are going to be like, oh my goodness. And it's like, who cares? If my creator put this on my heart to do this, and it keeps nagging me to do this, it's not going to go away. It's meant for that person to do it. you know? And even if you don't, there's no bad failure plan. At least you tried, where some people don't try at all. So when it comes to having that self-motivation and going towards your vision and your goal, you have to look deep down in yourself and ask yourself, what is stopping you? What fear is giving you that control of like, I can't do this, I can't do that? You can do it. You are just as attractive as that dream is and vision that you want. That's how attractive you have to be towards it. You have to go towards it. You have to aim for it. And you have to know that you can get to that point. So don't let the fear stop you. Use it as a motivator. Your creator has you 100%. At least putting yourself out there to try will let you know that you have the ability to be great like everybody else does in this world. So I really hope this video helped. I didn't get too personal with the story time, but it does help to know that people can relate to the feelings. It's not a one-up on somebody's story. Well, I had this, I had that. It's about relating to those feelings are the same. They're worldwide feelings of feeling fear and guilt and angry. We've been there. And we still sometimes are there. So stay encouraged. Use fear as your motivator. Remember, stay focused on your goal. Stay focused on your dreams, and you will reach it. Have a blessed day, everybody.